Hey there, I'm Colby.
And I'm Kennedy.
Today we're going to take you around a couple different places at Texas State University and tell you just a little bit more about it, starting with our Alkek Library. On our first floor, we have a bunch of resources in there. We have our iTac, our U-Star Studios, our Immersive Studios, the print shop, and the makerspace.
And our second floor is home to one of our Starbucks here on campus, as well as some printers, computers, and our library checkout service.
Up on the third floor, we're going to have a communication study space if you want to practice some comm speeches.
And then our fourth floor is home to Slack, which is where students can go to get help on their extra help on their work.
The fifth and sixth floors are going to be our silent floors, which we take pretty seriously here. There's little QR codes on those tables that you can kind of call people out on.
And our seventh floor is home to the Whitliff Collections, which is home to a multitude of different exhibits such as arts, cultural, and music.
Now, if you want to direct your attention this way, we're going to move over to our Trauth-Huffman Hall and tell you just a little bit more information about that building. So welcome over to Trauth-Huffman Hall, also known as the Arch here on campus. The upper parts of this building, you're going to have a couple different departments. You're going to have psychology, sociology, and political science. Cool thing on our political science side of things is that we have a mock courtroom in there. We actually had a student who had a Judge Judy themed birthday party in there one year.
And then over here is our Jones Dining Center, which is home to many different restaurants here on Texas State campus, many which are included in the freshman dining plans. And they hold many different things like Panda, Deli, and yeah.
If you want to walk with us this way. Down here, you'd be entering into the city of San Marcos, so you start to see some of these apartment complexes show up. Additionally, with Aspire, there's a little Target down there in the bottom too. Further down, once you're entering into where those traffic signals are, that is really downtown San Marcos, also known as the Square. Some awesome nightlife. Do you have any favorite restaurants in the Square?
The Blind Salamander is one of my favorite places here in San Marcos, as well as many different other bars, if you have any favorites down there.
Yeah, some great places. And then finally, we have that I-35 all the way down there, which is great because it just puts San Marcos right in the middle of Austin and San Antonio, so a bunch of different connections here.
And you're around a bunch of bustling cities like Kyle and New Braunfels, so there's nothing but expansion going on around us.
If you want to take a second, look around. All right, now you can follow us to our next area.
You just like walk this way.
Welcome over to Bobcat Trail. Got a couple buildings to tell you all about.
So behind us is Pause and Go, which is home to a convenience store style marketplace for students on campus.
Across the trail is going to be Nueces, which is going to be home to all of our standardized testing on campus.
And this way is Flowers Hall, which is home to our English department, so any English classes that you have are going to be in this building right behind us.
And if you keep following us, we're going to have a bunch of residential halls over here on campus. These are going to be of the traditional variants.
And then in between these two residentials here is our Commons Dining Hall, which is just a dining style, buffet style dining hall for our students here on campus.
And speaking of food options, if you look at that slanted roof, we have the Den, which is kind of a mall food court style option, pretty similar to Jones.
And then behind us is our Texas State sign.
Perfect. Now if you want to follow us this way, we're going to head over to the quad. Welcome over to the quad. Once again, we've got plenty of more buildings to tell you about. First up is Evans Liberal Arts, which has a bunch of different majors. We're going to have geography, geology, environmental studies, and anthropology in that building.
And then over here is the Taylor Murphy building, which is home to many of our history degrees and our history classes that we have here to offer at Texas State.
Further along, we're going to have our Kamal building, which is going to be home to computer science and philosophy.
As well as our old main building, which is down here, which is home to all of our mass comm and journalism classes.
And we're also going to have a lot more buildings down there, like some of our athletic facilities, like our UFCU Bank. It's always worth noting that we are back-to-back-to-back bowl champions here at Texas State.
And we're going to the Pac-12.
And we're going to the Pac-12.
So what more
could you possibly want, literally? And then lastly, we are, of course, going to have our mascot, Boko the Bobcat. Well, thank you guys so much for coming along on our virtual tour. Once again, I'm Colby.
And I'm Kennedy.
And thank you very much for watching.